I have to check and see if the sound is working. Okay. Hey, gamer guy, how you doing? Hey, Shamer. I know there's all kinds of stuff going on YouTube. I'm just doing what I'm here to do. None of the BS here. Let me turn that down. That thing is loud. Oh my goodness. Okay. Dude, stay right there. I will be right back. I have to plug in baby girl's Kindle right quick. Okay. Wow. Hey, Shannon. How you doing? Hey, Krista Rain. How are you doing? Yes, switch from talk chat to live chat. What is going on? Okay, I have to come over here real quick. Okay. How is everybody doing today? It would be great if I went over here and did this real quick. That would be helpful. Hey, Deborah Young, how you doing? What's up? Okay, that shared. Now for Facebook. As we know, that can take a minute. Because Facebook is weird. Okay, wow, that was fast. Right on. Right on. Okay, let me get that set up. Not that I think a lot of people are going to be here. Where is the, I need this over here. Okay. Alrighty. Getting everything set up and ready to go. And I forgot something else that I need to do. So much to do. Okay, there's the first one. Now, where are you? There you are. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing today? What's it? How y'all doing? I'm doing getting a lot done. Oof. Man, I put the diffuser on, and the house smells so good. Just smells so good. All right, so just to put this out there, I have a speech impediment. So there are some words that are difficult for me to say. Hey Gwen, how you doing? It speaks volumes about other people who make fun of the way I speak. It doesn't speak about me. That is some low-level bully bullshit. And I feel sad to a certain degree for people who do that, who feel the need to speak rudely about someone with a speech impediment. That is called ableism, and it's really sad. Oh really? I haven't even been looking at the count, but thank you, gamer guy. Because it fluctuates, and then people are unsubscribed without knowing, and whatever. Like, it is what it is. It's YouTube. Okay, so when I'm trying to say a word and I can't say it, it doesn't mean I'm uneducated or I don't know how to, read or whatever, or that I don't have the certifications that I do actually have. It simply means that there are some words that are difficult for me to say because I have a speech impediment, and there's nothing I can do about that. So for those people who make fun of me for that, you're not just making fun of me. You're making fun of a bunch of other people out there. And not a good look at all. Yes, it is very childish. Thank you. Also, yes, I am an ex-law enforcement officer, ex-law enforcement. And I am an ex-victims advocate. I worked in the field. I was paid for that job. And I am also human. So it seems like there's this weird thing where I'm not supposed to get angry, but if I raise my voice and I'm being unreasonable or hysterical or whatever, but then I talk too low and quiet and whatnot, so that's boring too. In my culture, many of the people in my culture speak low and kind of quietly and carefully. That's just normal. Also, sarcasm is strong in my culture. I don't expect most white people to understand that. I am Cherokee Scots Irish, so one side of my family is very loud, very, very loud. The other side is not. So I'm not even going to be concerned with certain people anymore. You've shown people yourself. I'm not the problem, actually. And I'm not going to be anyone's scapegoat either. Stopbullying.gov, call 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-TALK, TALK. Chat with Lifeline, visit the National S Prevention Lifeline. Please, for Spanish speakers, call 1-888-628-54. Shiza 9454. 9454. You were born on Res? Wow. Right on. Yeah, I've been out there a few times. Yep, that if I were a registered member, that's where I would be. Hey Kirsten, how you doing? Kirsten? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Your voice is lovely. I think that's why I subscribed. Easy to listen to. Right on, right on. Glad to hear that. I mean, it's, I don't expect everyone to like me. That's just not even a possibility. That's not human, maybe? I don't know. But I'm not here for a popularity contest. And I find it funny that someone says I'm exploiting victims. It's almost like someone maybe might need to look in a mirror at themselves. So, okay, we're going to get into it. We are going to talk about some hard things tonight, but we're not going to talk about certain details. I have rules on my channel. I don't talk about certain things. But there's something that will come up in several cases that I'm going to talk about in more detail. So I want to do this stream first before we get to that point. So self-defense is, it's a thing that comes up in criminal justice and criminal courts. A lot of the time, a lot of defendants don't want to go the self-defense route because it can be really, sometimes it can be next to impossible to prove in certain situations. Yes, I worked in criminal courts. Someone not believing that doesn't erase that that is the actual truth. Okay, so hey Hatter, how you doing? There will be sensitive content, but we're not gonna go in talk about certain things. Okay. I have found some decent articles. This one is from The Takeaway, and I think it's a podcast, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna actually check it out and see. 2 women shoot and kill their abusers, claiming self-defense. They face decades in prison. Now we're going to compare and contrast one important thing. We'll get there. Stick with me. Okay, I'm going to have to censor some of this because we don't do trauma corn here. All right. Nicole Adamando and Brittany Smith. The Brittany Smith case has bothered me for a while, but both women were victims of abuse, and both say they shot and killed their abusers in self-defense. Ms. Nicole faced bad physical and sexual abuse by her husband for years, and in 2017 shot and killed him on their couch after she says he threatened her with a weapon. She was convicted of second-degree murder and second-degree criminal possession of a handgun for the shooting death in Poughkeepsie, New York. That's a hard word to say. A new 2019 law in the state did make her eligible to have her sentence reduced as a victim of DV, but a judge ruled in February 2020 that she didn't meet the requirements for a reduced sentence, saying she had opportunities to leave her abuser. She was given 19 years to life in prison. All right. So I'm going to pause here for a second and say, the question often comes up, Hey, Anna Fulla. I because of certain people on YouTube, I don't want to say if I'm half or what. I've had people actually picking apart my ancestry and saying I don't look Cherokee enough and I look like I'm from Dublin, and it's a lot. Osio, Wado for being here. It's nice to have you. Oh yeah. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so Nicole, when I read about this case, I was kind of stunned because of the whole. Hey, what's she doing? It's cold. You're cold. Where's your blanket? That was a bird. Where's your blanket? Can you get down? Come here. Come here. Hey. You want to take one of the pillows in your bedroom? Yeah. We'll grab one. Go ahead. You can take all of the pillows in your bedroom? Yeah. Okay, but don't fall off the bed, okay? Okay. I'm going to. All right. Happy. Okay. You got all the pillows. All right. Here, I'll help you. You got those? That is a lot of pillow. Got it? Okay. Pillow thief. Okay. Thank you, Shamir. All right, so the question comes up in DV a lot of the time, why didn't she just leave? It can be extremely dangerous to leave. It can be beyond difficult. And that's why I'm doing this channel. 1, financial abuse is often part of DV. So if you have had all of your finances drained, you have no money left. No, Anna, I don't think you're doing that. I'm just, because of that, I'm not saying, it's not you. It's not you. So because it can be so dangerous to leave, sometimes, victims will stay hoping that they can, just try to survive and try to get along to go along and just, not rock the boat as much as possible, right? Here's the thing. If you're currently in a DV situation and for whatever reason your finances are drained, there are resources out there that can help you. Call the domestic violence hotline, the National Domestic Violence Hotline. There may be grants and resources either on federal, local, or state levels that could help you to get out, like, to rent the U-Haul and everything else. If I'm not going to have a pillow left in this room. If if you're trying to get out and you're afraid to try to leave, you can call sheriff's department, local PD, other things like that, and ask for an escort. Tell them that it's a DV situation and you need police there to help you while you move, pack your things, get everything moved out, and they have to be there and stay there for as long as that takes. Now, they can try to encourage you to hurry up, but they can't just leave you there. My teeth are perfect. What do I use? It's just a toothbrush and toothpaste and a lot of dental work. You okay? Okay. So if you call the National DV hotline ahead of time and can get things set up ahead of time, also reach out to your social network, even if it's been a while since you have interacted with them. There might be some or all of them might be just waiting for you to be ready to leave. Family, friends, coworkers, you never know. There are more survivors out there than you realize, and many of us will go out of our way to help people. Hey, you gotta go plug it in your room.
No.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hey, baby girl. No, 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 no. Can you turn this down?
No, why is the pig in here?
But I can't have that playing loud while I'm streaming. Okay? Remember, this is the time of day where you hang out in your room and wash your Kindle. Okay, that's good. All right. Remember, you don't plug anything in the wall yourself. You let me do that for you. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Can I put a link for a few seconds? Military technique for removing someone. Sure, you can put it at the top of the comments if you want. I do believe that should work. Or you can message me with the link and I can like I'm on Twitter and all of that, and I can put it in. Yeah, no, Anna, I hear you. Yes. Oh, wait. Yeah, yes. Okay, so, yep. Yes, indeed, Leanne. Yeah, some places will donate the items you couldn't take with you. That is true. So there are a lot of resources out there that can help you. Now, when you're in it, sometimes it'll seem like there's no getting out. There's just no getting out. There's no getting around it, right? And what do you do if things have gotten to the point where they're so dangerous that you know your life is in danger in that moment? Now, there are certain things that if they happen, it increases, statistically speaking, it increases the likelihood that your abuser might actually take you off the planet. Strangulation is one. Actually holding a gun to you is another. I know there are people here who are like, oh, she's not an expert. You don't have to believe me. You can actually go and check out much of the content that Jim Clemente has put out there, or Laura Richards, and there are others. That this is part of what they're saying, which is actually part of the training I had, was that strangulation is it is a high indicator that things are going to go way off the rails. It is a very deadly situation. Okay, so Miss Nicole knew that her abuser was escalating to the point that her life was in danger. She defended herself. But then the criminal justice system was like, oh, nope. That's amazing. But it is typical. It is standard. So, on the one hand, people will say, we'll just work it out. On the other hand, people will say, no, she should just leave. On the other hand, if you defend yourself, you're screwed. Baby girl, turn it down. Turn it down, baby.
Yeah.
Turn it down. Remember, you have to be quiet on the Kindle if I'm streaming. Okay, so Brittany Smith was a nice person, offered to let someone stay on her couch, and in turn spent a night of hell. I'm not going to go into that detail. It was bad. Bad enough that her life and her brother's lives, that both of their lives were at risk. They were at risk. There was strangulation involved, all kinds of other things. Hey, turn that down. Turn it down, please. Thank you. She defended herself and her brother. She ended up taking a plea deal. Now, this is a stand your ground law, a stand your ground state, Alabama. The abuser, she was just allowing him to stay on her couch. There was no relationship there. This guy had an extensive criminal history, criminal record a mile long, with all kinds of abuse to women, significant others, and just acquaintances. People in his neighborhood were terrified of him. He was not a good guy, and this is documented. But because she stood up for herself and her brother, she ended up having to take a plea deal. She was not the perfect victim. She had a history of substance abuse, but she was in recovery. She was trying to get her life back together, doing a good job of it from what I could tell. But instead of respecting that and respecting her, they decided to throw the courthouse at her. And they did. She was turned down for the stand your ground. But I can think of so many other cases where men have killed people in cold blood and were allowed to use the stand your ground doctrine, that law, to get out of murder charges. Okay. Let me look at the chat right quick. Hey, all right, you. If you want to stay in here, you have to turn it down. Remember? Turn it down. You're being a frog. You have to go be a frog in your room. You want to go be a frog in your room?
No. Frog in the bedroom.
Okay, but turn it down.
Okay.
Do you want your candle? All right. Well, hopefully more people listen to what you're saying, Leanne. What, baby? Hey, Cindy Lou Who, how you doing? Oh, really? Anna says, I actually do this for a living, and everything you're saying is accurate. Thank you. Man, so this person that Brittany allowed the guy to stay on her sofa is odd. With the strangulation, I thought that was more personal. That guy, look, I will be doing a full stream on the Brittany Smith case because it is very messed up. I'm going to have to heavily censor a lot of it because he was bad. Bad with a capital B-A-D, just bad. And I may have to do that on a stream where baby girl's not home because I don't really want to get into that with her even in the house. She's being a frog right now, just so y'all know. Right. Hey. All right, you. No jumping on the bed, remember? Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hey. Now, if you want sherbet, then you have to come with me. Come on. Come on. There you go. You want ice cream after the stream? You have to come in here. Remember? Okay, go watch your Kindle. Yes, after the stream. You have to work with me. Okay, but after the stream, remember? Okay, after the stream. Go watch your Kindle, Boo Bear. Hey, Violet Witch, how you doing? Okay, so right on, Leanne. It's good seeing you. So you don't have to be.
Spoon.
Okay. Go in your room, watch your Kindle. You don't have to be in an actual relationship with a man for it to go sideways. So it's a common misconception that there has to be some sort of intimacy involved, and there doesn't actually. You can just be walking outside of a gas station, a guy hits on you and then gets angry because you turn him down. No relationship there, but the violence can still happen, right? So when women defend ourselves against male violence, quite often, and this is statistical, you can go read the statistics on this. Quite often, hey, you turn that down, please. Quite often, women will end up with heavy sentences. Hold on one second, child. Yeah, she's pretty amazing. I don't know, today all of a sudden she got loud. Usually that happens earlier in the day. Okay. Where was it? There was I don't think this is the right article. There's one I have like 10 articles up right now, so there's one here that I have some statistics in. Researchers looked at 92 cases where women had killed men over the same decade, found that 77% of them, the women had experienced violence or abuse from the deceased. It's likely to be an understatement, as some women will never disclose abuse, explained Westrich, who has represented more than 10 women on their appeals against murder convictions. Hey, go, baby girl. Hold on a second, y'all. She wants that ice cream now. Alrighty. What was I even saying? Money bags. That's a funny name. Okay. All right. So, represented more than 10 women in their appeals against murder convictions. Right. While hundreds of women subjected to violence and coercive control were taken off the planet by their partners, most of the small number of women who did the same to men in self-defense were driven to do so after suffering abuse. Many were imprisoned for long periods at great cost to them and their families. Of the 92 cases, 43% of women were convicted of 46 of manslaughter, just 6 were acquitted. Of those convicted of murder, 33% were sentenced to 20 years or more in prison, and 35% to 15 years or more. Okay, so where's the part where they talk about where they compare and contrast men and women? Trying to find. There's a spot here that went into that. Before I forget, I have to put this link in the description right quick. Okay. Give me 1 second. There's a spot where they compare and contrast men and women and their convictions. And the men were like, trying to remember, but I don't want to misquote. Okay, new data shows that between April 2008 and March 2018, 108 men were killed by women they had been in a relationship with, either at the time of the killing or sometime previously. In comparison, nearly 8 times as many women were killed by partners or ex-partners during the same period. Let me see. There was another part. I've read so many articles in the past few days that I'm having a hard time finding the material I wanted to read here. Okay, so the number of men who, were convicted of killing their female partner or ex-partner was actually lower, and the time they would serve was like, I think, between 5 and 7 years. Many of them consider more than likely you're going to get out of prison because of overpopulation in prisons, and also being good inmates. So that's great. Meanwhile, women are just basically tossed in prison. The key is thrown away, and they're not really cared about. The chat just jumped. I'm trying to come over here, say hi to y'all. Yes, please hit the like button or the dislike button. It's all engagement. um, Deborah Young, I bet if we asked everyone here, we know someone who has been abused. Yes, chances are high. That girl Jessie, easy to be good inmates with no women around. I mean, to a degree, right? Oh, hey Anna. Well, I'm glad to meet you. I'm really glad you're here. I'm a survivor as well. Got out by the hair of my teeth. So when I hear the question, why doesn't she just leave? It's never that simple, ever. It's never that easy. It is not that easy to just get up, grab your things, and leave. And what if the house that you're living in or the domicile you're living in is yours and you own it? Then what? I mean, in most jurisdictions, you have to have you have to give the person a month or so before they can be evicted. A lot of people don't take that into account either. I've known several women who owned the properties they lived in and their abuser just refused to leave. They finally had to have law enforcement. Look, um, this country doesn't give a shit about women or children or minority people, especially indigenous people. You hardly ever hear about what indigenous communities are going through. Have any of y'all heard about the Line 3 stuff that's going on right now? Oh, wait. There's a lag. Oh, wait. Man, this is good coffee. So, um, it seems to me in this research I've been doing for these live streams, I have come across case after case after case of women who are defending themselves or, firing a warning shot. You fire a warning shot to get your abuser to leave you alone and not hurt you after being strangled, and they try to charge you with attempted murder. In a stand your ground state, does stand your ground only, is that only for men? Or can women use that too, is my question. This is a question I've had for a minute. And I keep bringing it up and I don't get an answer. But I'm looking at the stats, I'm looking at many cases, and we're going to start talking about them after this stream. You tried to run away at 11? I mean, if I could give you a hug right now. Or they threatened to hurt and, yep, yep. That happens a lot more than people want to realize, case after case after case of abusers threatening to hurt pets, children, family, friends, coworkers. I mean, any way they can try to get that coercive control and try to keep you and put that fear into you that you can't leave. Oh, they'll do it. Yes, indeed. All right, so you were going to your granny's house 5 miles away, right? I know a lot of people who, as children, tried to run away from abusive households. Yep. Children are more impacted by domestic violence than family court or, uh, you know, criminal justice. I mean, hold on one second, y'all. Okay. Um, okay, so we ask the wrong questions in this culture. Why doesn't she just leave? Because it's not that easy. Because she may not have the resources. She may be terrified for her life, her children's lives, her pets, her coworkers, her family, her friends, her next door neighbor. Who knows, right? Um, that's the wrong question. The question should be, why doesn't he just stop abusing her? It's time to flip it. But then too, this question: why do some victims defend themselves to that point? Because they have to. Because if they don't, they'll be the ones in the casket. Um, Now, I'm not just saying that. I'm an ex-cop. I'm speaking reality here. If you are in an abusive relationship and you are currently being strangled, there's a reason I'm doing this stream. If your abuser is strangling you, you have to get out. If you're in the US, there are resources out there to help you. There are tons of people out there to help you. If I was living in your state right now, I would be helping you. And I'm sorry I'm not. I don't even know how many people I've helped move in like we got 4 hours. I got the boxes. I went to like 10 different grocery stores and rounded them all up. Called all my friends. We ride and we get this person out of Dodge. If you're being strangled, if things have gotten to that point, you have got to get out. Come hell or high water. Things are only going to get worse. It isn't going to get better. It may get better for like a minute, like maybe a week, maybe two. Baby, please, I beg of you, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You can call anytime, um, day or night. They're always open. Weekends, holidays, doesn't matter. They're always open. There are resources out there that can help you. Uh, I know of cities that have DV funds set up to help people get out. If you call the National DV hotline, and also if you get into contact with your local victims advocacy group, a lot of the time they'll know about those resources. They will help you. Um, there's always hope. Please don't give up hope. If I could get out of my situation, you can get out of yours. Um, because I had no money at the time. He drained my bank account. I had no money. What I did was I called one of my friends and I said, I have got to get out of this. And I just told her everything. And the next day, she had called a bunch of people. I don't know if Shannon's still here. She might have been there for that, but it's all a blur for me, so I don't remember who was there and who wasn't. Um, and I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 hours. I was gone. Everything was packed in vehicles, gone. You can get out. If things are that bad, it isn't going to get better. The chances of it getting better are so minuscule that, you know, I don't even know what to say. This number right here, all right, National Domestic Violence Hotline. They have the hotline.org. You can go on the website. They have an escape button on there. So, if a certain person walks in, you can escape out real quick. The number is 1-800-799-SAFE. And they will help you. They'll stay on the phone with you for as long as you need. Also, RAINN, RAINN, SA hotline. they're open 24/7 as well. It's 1-800-656-4673. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Bad Art. Hey, what you doing?
Hi.
Hi, baby.
I can't see myself.
I know, Bobo. Deborah Young. Yeah, same here. I'm so sorry, Bad Art. That is just, I don't know.
Come. I just control you.
I mean, a lot of the time, abusive households do look fine on the outside, but what's going on the inside is a whole different subject. Um, jeez. Okay, the chat, I don't, the chat just jumped. I don't even, hey. Remember, if you want sherbet, you have to keep it down. I want sherbet later, so I'm hoping you keep it down.
But you don't want to eat chocolate.
Yes, I do. Well, you get some and I get some. We both get some. Okay?
Mommy.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh. Bad Art says, my daughter's dad grabbed her around the neck during an argument. His next relationship, he strangled his wife until she was unconscious in front of their 3-year-old daughter. Yep. If they strangle you, it will get worse. Yes. Yep. Uh, man, this chat, sometimes it absolutely goes insane. Wait, hold on. Okay. Hey, Shannon, how you doing? I don't remember if you were there when I moved out of that situation. I just remember there were like 7 or 8 people there. It's a blur. It's all a blur. Anna says, believe me, it will not change. I wish I did this years before I got out. Yeah, it was stunning to me. It was like night and day. How much my life improved when I left. Are you singing? Yeah. No. Okay. Where's your Kindle?
I don't know.
It's in your room. You never think it will happen to you until it does. However, if I could get out and ended up, oh Lord, in a coma, I promise you all that you're just as strong. Dude, well, I'm really glad to meet you, Anna. She's having all the fun today. She's very rambunctious today. Today's a singing day, huh? No. All right. No. Don't take all those off. I'm going to have no rhinestones left on this shirt. Careful. Don't fall. Okay. Yeah, our family was perfect outside, but it wasn't in the house. Yeah, that happens. Hey, go in your room. Watch your Kindle. You only got a little bit left. I'm just saying. You're gonna get upset when I take it away. Go get your Kindle. Go watch it. Silly butt. All right. I'm trying to trying to keep her off the screen, but it's just not working. Okay, so where is that one? Man, I have so many. I have all the links up right now. All of the links. Do. Oh, here's the one. Hey, you. Don't even think about it. No makeup for a 3-year-old. No, ma'am.
Hey, that on your makeup.
What?
That's on your makeup.
Oh, is that your minion? Okay.
Yeah. I was making a foot for you.
What, baby?
Right.
Okay, so in the next streams, we're diving into realities that face women who are in DV situations or just nice to someone. You don't even have to be in a relationship with a man to have bad things happen. Hey, what are you doing?
And it's yapping.
Because you're silly. You're silly. Here, take this. Go in your room. Go in your room. Fly, be free. I wasn't, but I remember the call. Well, I mean, you were there in spirit, maybe, hopefully. It was intense for me. Same, hun. Funny how the universe connects people. That's true. That is true. I was working in retail and had a woman come into my shop, and it was obvious there was something more going on. And I hit her back in the storeroom, and yeah, call the police. I knew exactly what was happening. Like it was obvious. Um, there are more survivors out there than people realize because it's so prevalent. DV is so prevalent. Um, so, all right, this is kind of a short stream because Little Miss wants her sherbet. So do I. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what I'm making for dinner, but I know we're having sherbet. That's what I do know. Hey. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Baby girl. I know this. Well, ice cream with strawberry. Okay, give me 15 more minutes and then we'll have ice cream. But you want ice cream with a spoon?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you kind of have to have a spoon. Definitely. So we have decided strawberry ice cream.
Yeah.
All right, so the next few streams are going to be, there's going to be a lot, but for a reason. And we do have rules. On the next streams, we're actually going to have panels and open it up for people to talk about experiences, etc., what you think about things and whatnot. In a way, I guess I was setting the foundation for the streams this week. We're gonna go more into a bunch of stuff. But I love y'all and I hope y'all have a good night. Don't forget to hit the like or dislike. Um, what was it? Hit subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, do all the things with the things. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I haven't really figured out yet. TikTok, all over the place. And don't forget, you have the right to say no. Your no should be respected. If it isn't, yeet that person out into the sun. Just bye, Felicia. Thank you to the mods. I appreciate y'all. And I'm thankful for everyone who's here in the chat. I know there's a lot going on YouTube right now with drama, but I don't have time for that. I have a point to this channel. So, cinnamon rolls. Oh, I think we have cinnamon rolls in the fridge. I might have to make some. It's not really dinner though. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and I hope y'all have a good night. Bye. Thank you for being here.